All right, Shalom Akim, Shalom, Shalom. This is your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Come with another lesson through the Spirit. Lord wonders be edifying to the Lord's elect. And before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruchahakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and from I've grown in this truth under. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, and is pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Akwath that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes that scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. To you Israelite foreigners out there who live among the heathen and who look like those heathen nations. But your lineage goes back to the progenitors of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel through the line of your fathers. Peace and blessings to you all, Barakatham. All right. So I got a couple of videos that I wanted to share with you. All right. Along with an article. We are in those times, man. Okay, we are in those times, and the prophets are here to warn and to blow the trumpet. You see what I'm saying? And to give the give warning from me, as the scriptures say. You know what I'm saying? Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 17. Right. So let me get this started in Isaiah 42:9. It says, "Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them." All right. And he speaks through his prophets. So let me go get Ezekiel chapter 3. All right, I mentioned it. Okay, Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 17. "Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me." All right. And this is the task of the prophets that the Lord has sent in these last days. Okay, and it is our job to give the warning to you. See what I'm saying? So before I get into these videos, I want to declare fair use. All right, fair use. I'm not making any monetary gain from sharing these videos. All right, this is strictly for educational purposes only. So I declare fair use of the Copyright Act of 1976. All right. So let's get into it.
So it's been announced that as of Monday morning, the 20th, federal courts are out of money. How is this going to affect any federal case going through? Because they're going to have to choose which cases go through, which cases don't. It's going to take longer. How does this affect them and people filing cases in federal court to stop them? The shutdown was planned. It has its points and its uses. And here we are. They're dismantling everything. And now the federal court system is out of money. Here comes the big ride.
Damn right. Damn right. Here comes the big one, man. You know what I'm saying? The question is, how much more can these people take before they start to snap? All right. And speaking of snap, you know what I'm saying? Jake is starting to lose their minds, you know what I'm saying? Because I could do a video about so-called black women all day long, man, having losing her mind out here, you know what I'm saying, having to face the consequences of her actions. All right, brothers have been getting into that subject, you know what I'm saying, throughout the whole week, man. It's been beautiful to see, you know what I'm saying, beautiful to see. All right, but as the woman here said, she all of this has a purpose. All right, there's a purpose for all of this. You see what I'm saying? The devil is coming down with great wrath. Let's get that real quick. Revelation chapter 12. Okay, Revelation chapter 12. The beloved elder Aishayar is getting into a video. He just got into a video a couple hours ago. All right, dealing with the fact that civil war is actually here. You know what I'm saying? Martial law is here. All right, it's already here, man. And he pointed out a movie that I definitely gotta watch. I think it's 2073. I gotta watch that movie, man. That looks like an excellent movie to get into. Okay. Revelation 12:12, it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." All right, this shutdown was planned, absolutely planned, 100% planned, 100%. You see what I'm saying? 100%. And they're pushing all types of things, okay, that's gonna box these people into a corner, and there'll be nowhere left to go, man. Right? 1 Thessalonians. Okay, this is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 1. It says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you." You see what I'm saying? You have no need that we write unto you, man. All right, those of you who've been in this truth for a good amount of time, man. All right, who've been listening to the prophets, who have been following the correct doctrine. You don't need to be told this. You know what I'm saying? We're preaching to the choir for the most part. You see what I'm saying? Preaching to the choir, because you already know what's up. You see what I'm saying? It says, verse 2, "For yourselves know perfectly, that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night." Okay? "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." All right, the people they're not even paying attention to what's coming, man. All right, they have no clue of what's about to hit. No clue, man. Right? So speaking of clueless, I definitely got to show you this one. All right? Fair use, fair use, fair use.
We're at the Walmart in Federal Way. They're going to be closing, and this is the line to get in because everything right now is 50% off. So let's see how long it takes to get inside. All right, so yesterday we didn't get in, but we're trying again today. 50% off. It's looking bare. Let's hope we can find some stuff. This is the electronics, and everything is 50% off, dude. This is insane. I'm getting some batteries because where can you find them at 50% off? You can't. Jewelry. Huh. Ooh, anklets. They're gold though. I like silver. Got Halloween stuff right there. Hair ties, beanies, covers, hats. We got shoes, 50% off. This is freaking cool, dude. This is so cool. And I'll do like a haul when I get home. Look at these little Halloween cups. They're so cute. Get some smelly good stuff. 50% off. You can't pass it up. The candles are really picked through though. But they do have the warmer melts. Ooh, pumpkin spice. Yeah, they got honeysuckle nectar, caramel apple spice. I'm gonna get that. Ooh, they smell so good. All right. Man, you can get some really great stuff. They got heaters for $60, but 50% off. $30 for a nice ass heater. Huh. Car stuff on sale for 50% off too. What? Filters and stuff? Not that I need this stuff, but just saying. Christmas trees. Oh, whoops. That one had an accident. Looks kind of... Oh, it fell apart. I already got a little one out for my house, so I don't really need one. But if they have... Ooh, Seahawk stuff. 50% off. Huh. I'm gonna have to look at these. This is what the makeup looks like. I figured it would be pretty picked through here. Not much left, for sure. But there's some stuff, so we'll see if we can find anything.
Alright, I think you get the picture, man. Okay. Now, what's wrong with this picture? What's wrong with this picture? Okay? First of all, what Walmart would put everything in the store 50% off? What's the point of that? All right? And it's not Black Friday or none of that stuff. Okay? So what's the point of that? Okay? If you've been in this truth for a good minute, you know what I'm saying, you can clearly see what I'm seeing. You can clearly see what I'm seeing, man. Okay? They are emptying this thing out. And they're preparing to convert these things, convert these different super centers into to particular holding facilities. I'll put it that way. Okay? For yourselves know perfectly that day of the Lord cometh as a thief in the night. All right? Verse 4. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness, meaning we're not ignorant to Satan's devices, man. We're not in the dark here. All right? We're not walking around blinded like all these. You look at all those jokers that's in that line, right? Let me take it back, right? Look at all these people in the line just waiting to get in. You see what I'm saying? Sheep who don't know nothing, who don't know no better, man, who have no clue what's coming. No clue of what's coming. All right? No clue of what's coming. And I'm gonna show you how this is gonna be connected, how this is all connected, man. You know what I'm saying? But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of the light and the children of the day. We are not in the night. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. We telling you, we the prophets, beginning with our apostles, bishops, and elders on down from the great millstone, we are telling you, watch. Watch. You see what I'm saying? Watch carefully. Observe your surroundings. Be aware of your surroundings, man. Look carefully at how these people are moving. You see what I'm saying? Watch. Verse 7, for they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us, who are of the day, be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for the helmet of hope, the hope of salvation. For the Most High has not appointed us to wrath, all right? Those of you are the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. You see what I'm saying? The Lord has not appointed us to wrath. You see? But to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach. These people have no clue what is coming, man. Let's go to Proverbs. Proverbs. All right, Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 3. It reads, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. A prudent man, a wise man, all right? A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Let me look up the word for prudent. Let's go to the etymology. All right, the word for prudent, it means wise, discerning, judicious, all right, with knowledge, deliberate, okay? Check this out. It says knowing, skilled, sagacious, circumspect, all right, circumspect. Let me get that real quick. Get that. Let's see. Let me see. I think this is a good one. Let's go to Tobit chapter 4 verse 14. Let not the wages of any man which hath wrought for thee tarry with thee, but give him it out of hand. For if thou serve the Most High, he will also repay thee. Be circumspect, my son, in all things thou doest, and be wise in all thy conversation. All right, those are wise words. Those are wise words. Let me look this up. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Let's go to Ephesians chapter 5. All right, Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 15. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Redeeming the times. You have to redeem these times, man. All right. Meaning take good heed of the times that you in. You see what I'm saying? Because the days are evil, man. Evil. Now we're hearing that that it's quite possible that Walmart may be closing their stores in response to all these niggas getting on TikTok talking about they're gonna go and exercise their five-finger discount prices. You see what I'm saying? All right, if you know what I'm talking about. So this thing is coming, man. This thing is coming. Let's go to Proverbs 22 and 3 again. It says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Let's go back to that word for prudent. Okay, in the etymology, it says knowing, skilled, sagacious, circumspect, foreseeing. All right, foreseeing. Look ahead, prepare. All right, we're looking ahead, man. We can see the evil that's coming. We're looking ahead and we're preparing for this thing. All right, we're preparing for it, not carnally, but spiritually. Spiritually, man. You see what I'm saying? The prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. And what are we hiding ourselves in? We're hiding ourselves under the shadow of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. We're hiding ourselves under the pavilion of his strength. You see? Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 10. The name of the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and are safe. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. See what I'm saying? These people do not know what's coming, man. Let me show you something else.
They sent them home. The agency that safeguards America's nuclear weapons just furloughed most of its staff during a shutdown. Let's let that sink in. The National Nuclear Security Administration, yes, the people who secure, maintain, and assemble our nuclear arsenal, has sent the majority of its 1,400 workers home. Fewer than 400 are left to cover critical functions. Key sites like Pantex in Texas and Y-12 in Tennessee are moving into safe shutdown mode, which basically means do the bare minimum to keep the stockpile from becoming a hazard, while the real work stops. Independent outlets are confirming the same picture. Furloughs across the nuclear complex as the shutdown drags on, with operations reduced and projects frozen. This is not a museum closing early. It's the literal system that keeps the most dangerous materials on Earth secured. In what universe is it acceptable to degrade nuclear security because politicians can't pass a budget? We spend billions on weapons, then we send the people who guard them home without pay. It is reckless, it is avoidable, and it puts national security on a timer.
Think about that. Think about that, man. Think about that. How does that make any sense to you? How does that make any sense to you? If there's any facility that you have to maintain funding at all cost for, it would have to be that particular facility. You see what I'm saying? If there's any department in your government that has to maintain 100% guaranteed funding, it would have to be the facility that monitors and maintains your nuclear arsenal, your nuclear power, your nuclear energy, all the like. This makes zero sense, man, but the scriptures tell you. All right? This is Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 7, concerning Edom. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? That's the question. Is your wisdom vanished? Is there anybody around that has any common sense anymore? You see what I'm saying? But what's going on underneath this whole thing? What's going on underneath? You see what I'm saying? This place is getting completely prepared for that great event, that big event that's coming, right? And when I listened to this, I couldn't believe it, man. I was like, yo, I gotta check this out. I gotta look this up, man, because there's no way. And sure enough, I looked it up. According to the AI Assist, it says the National Nuclear Security Administration has furloughed about 1,400 employees due to the government shutdown, leaving only around 400 staff to maintain essential operations. This is the first time in NASA, this is the first time the NNSA has implemented furloughs since its establishment in 2000, in the year 2000. All right. So in 25 years since its inception, this has never happened before. Something big is coming, man. Something big is coming, because there's been a government shutdown before this. There's been a government shutdown before this, and that's never happened. Something big is coming, man. All right? It's coming. So, with that, let me get this article real quick. Bear with me. All right, this is this is an article from the gatewaypundit.com. It says, Civil War? Trump administration to establish a quote-unquote National Guard response force to be mobilized for mass civil unrest by April 2026. They know that this thing is coming. They're preparing for it. This is why they're taking away all your jobs. This is why they're closing down all these government departments. This is why they're taking away SNAP. This is why they're taking away all your, all your safety nets. This is why. You see what I'm saying? They're preparing for this. All right. This is why they've got all these National Guards and these and these ICE agents in every state now. You see what I'm saying? All these different states, they're getting you prepared. All right. This is the martial law that's being enacted right in front of your face. Right in front of your face. And the very people that's supposed to be against big government is cheering this on. You see what I'm saying? They was very keen and very cunning in how they would con these people into accepting this. You see what I'm saying? And here we are. World War III is coming. It's already on the horizon. I was just watching a video yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Russia has agreed, all right, to a vote to go and protect Venezuela, to go and support Venezuela. So if that's the case, then that means Russia is going to come into the fray. All right. Today, Trump just had a meeting with the NATO chiefs. Okay, regarding Russia, this thing's about to pop off, man. This shit's about to pop off. And your boy Trump is getting everything in place, all right, to take down any opposition amongst the people. All right? These jokers went out there. They went out there in the cold. You know what I'm saying? They had their little No Kings rally. And what did that do? Nothing. All right? What did Trump do? He responded by showing a video on social media, showcasing him in a fighter jet, dropping a whole bunch of poop on the post that he's literally shitting on y'all, man. All right? So the sedition is coming, man. Insurrection is coming. It's all coming. It's all coming. And he's just waiting for these people to start to lose their mind, okay? And to make their moves so that they can be justified in bringing down the hammer. All right? This is Ezekiel chapter 21. Ezekiel 21:4 says, seeing then that I will cut off from thee the righteous and the wicked, therefore shall my sword go forth out of his sheath against all flesh, from the south to the north, that all flesh may know that I, the Lord, have drawn forth my sword out of his out of a sheath. It shall not return anymore. All right? Destruction is coming, man. And it's the Lord that's allowing all this to happen. It's the Lord that's getting this together. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because it's judgment time. Because it's judgment time, man. It's judgment time. These devils about to come down come in like a flood, man. All right? Verse 6, sigh therefore, thou son of man, with the breaking of thy loins, and with bitterness, sigh before their eyes. And it shall be, when they say unto thee, wherefore sighest thou? Thou shalt answer, for the tidings, because it cometh, and every heart shall melt, and all hands shall be feeble, and every spirit shall be faint, and all knees shall be weak as water. Behold, it cometh, and shall be brought to pass, saith the Lord power. All right, this is what we're doing. We are the prophets, and we're sighing to you. We're crying to you. We're telling you this thing is coming, man. Repent now. Stop wasting time. Stop wasting time, man. The doors to this ark is closing. And you ain't got time left, man. Time is not on your side for real. It's not on your side for real, man. And only the elect are going to take heed to these words, man. All right? You still got these jokers sitting here talking about I don't deal with camps and yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? I can call the Lord whatever I want to call him. You know what I'm saying? Don't hate the white man. Like all that bullshit, man. Stop. It's coming, man. It's coming. Verse 8. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy. And that's what we're doing. Prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord. Say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. And he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. That it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished, to give it into the hand of the slayer. Cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people. It shall be upon all the princes of Israel. Terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon thy thigh. All right, the warning is out, and the judgment is coming, man. The judgment is coming. We are about to be gone. There ain't gonna be no more preaching, no more prophesying. All right, no more prophets anywhere. Very soon, they took down Elder Karatazar's page without reason, without warning, without a single strike. They took it down. They took down another brother's page. All right, Elder Apostle Tahar, he was in the middle of a live stream. All right, or middle of a preview, and it was flashing that there was a limit to how many videos that he can upload. Unbelievable. All right, but it's here now. It's here. The famine of the word is coming. All right, it's coming, man. Every time I upload on YouTube, there's a copyright strike. Even if I'm using even if I'm declaring fucking copyright, or shall I say, the Copyright Act, you know what I'm saying, fair use. Even though I'm declaring that, all right, they're flagging my videos. It's not a strike per se, but it's a flag. It's a flag, and they keep flagging them. You see what I'm saying? So this thing is coming, man. This thing is coming. All right. Can't express it enough. It says a new memo has been unearthed, showing that the Trump administration is preparing to mobilize National Guard troops across the nation by April 2026 to stop potential uprisings amid the nationwide No Kings protests and violent anti-ICE protests in cities like Chicago, Illinois, and Portland, Oregon. All right? So very soon, you're not going to be able to even protest. You're not even going to be able to protest anymore. You see? Say bye-bye to your Constitution. This comes after the Trump administration won a lawsuit over the president's deployment of National Guard troops in Portland to quell riots against immigration and customs enforcement ICE agents. Trump has activated hundreds of California and Texas National Guard troops in Portland and Chicago, but was recently blocked by a Trump-appointed district court judge. As the Gateway pundit reported on Monday, the Ninth Circuit allowed President Trump to deploy Oregon National Guard troops to Portland, all right, and said he lawfully exercised his statutory authority under 10 USC, all right, which authorizes the federalization of the National Guard when the president is unable, all right, with the regular forces to execute the laws of the United States. See what I'm saying? All right, let's jump down. Salakia. All right, it says troops will also be trained and equipped to use non-lethal weapons, including taser, oleo resin, and capsicum spray, according to the memo. All right, it says exclusive Trump administration to create nation's first National Guard response force to begin training troops for nationwide civil unrest. Why would they be preparing for something that's not possibly going to happen? No, they know it's going to happen. They know it's going to happen. They know that this dollar is about to tip over. They know that everyone's going to lose their jobs. They're going to lose everything. And therefore, they're going to lose it. You see what I'm saying? With some troops specialized in chemical, biological, and nuclear scenarios. Damn. Fuck. Salakia. Didn't mean to do that. But since I'm here, all right, let me highlight that. All right, nuclear scenarios, man. Okay, and they just furloughed 1,400 workers at their nuclear monitoring facility. You see, the NNSA. So, hey man, get ready, because this shit's about to get on and popping, man, for real. All right, and the people, like I said, the people are walking in like sheep, and they don't know what's coming. They don't know what's about to happen, man. All right, finna be caught all the way off guard, man. So I'm gonna cut that there. I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. This has been your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, of whom I've grown in this truth under. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.